Good morning, everyone. We are coming to a very special Shabbos, the Shabbos. It's the Shabbos that we're learning about Matan Torah, the Ten Commandments. The Shabbos that we're learning about our bond, the connection to Hashem. And there's much to learn about it. We really need a lot of time this week to spend in the Parsha, and specifically on every one of the Ten Commandments to understand it and to learn lessons from that. We will talk about the first one of the 10, one short lesson, as we always do, not to have it as a long class. At the beginning of the Ten Commandments, God says, Anochi Hashem Elokecha Asher Otziticha Me'eretz Mitzrayim. That's where it starts. It's the number one. And as we learn that the number one commandment that Hashem gives, this is the one that includes all the positive commandments. It says in Tanya. Let's not get into that. But one line. Anochi Hashem Elokecha. Meaning, I am your God. It says Elokecha singular. God is talking to the entire Jewish nation. And as we know, everyone was there. And as we learn our tradition, even those souls of old Jews until Mashiach, everybody's there. There was many people there. Many souls there. When Hashem says, Anochi Hashem Elokecha, I am your God, in a singular way. Why does he speak in a singular way? Elokecha, your God. Many explanations would be that God speaks to everyone individually. I'm your God. There's a long explanation like this from one of the Rebbes. He explains the idea Hashem speaks singular to every Jew, and that's the idea of Anochi Hashem Elokecha. There's a beautiful thought of the Rebbe, a lesson. Why does it say Elokecha singular? And this is based on Rashi. Simple Rashi. And Rashi says like this. Why does it say Elokecha singular? Hashem says this to Moshe Rabbeinu. I'm saying it singular for one reason. Only know what the reason is. When it'll come the time that unfortunately Jews will sin in the golden calf, and they will bring another God, as we know the story. You can always vouch for them and say to me, it's not their fault. Because I said, Anochi Hashem Elokecha. Elokecha means your God, Moshe Rabbeinu's God. They exempt. That's what Rashi tells us. In other words, what Hashem does, it changes from the regular wording. It should speak plural. Because when speaking singular, it looks like, is there really Hashem talking to me? He's talking to Moshe Rabbeinu. He's connected to him. And people will get a little bit confused and say, maybe God is not really my God. God doesn't care. He still says in a singular way. You know why? He's concerned for Jews. Which type of Jews? Jews that will sin in the golden calf. Idol worshippers. Many opinions about it. Let's not get into it now. But very, very not on the best behavior of Jews. He's concerned about them. And when he says the first words of the Ten Commandments, the most important time, the time that is the bound between Hashem and us, the time of revelation of God, it is full glory. What is he concerned about? What happens if the Jew sins and he does the golden calf? How do I make sure that he should be safe? God says, Elokecha. And he tells Moshe Rabbeinu, I'm Messege Elokecha, they can always vouch for them. I didn't say their God. So they can always say, okay, we're allowed to have idols. Will it work or not? But at least you can vouch for them. What a lesson. Great Almighty, in a moment of a bond with Am Yisrael, He's already concerned, but His Jew very far. But His Jew completely lost. He does a golden calf. When God is so concerned that He changes the wording of the Ten Commandments, just Moshe Rabbeinu should have, as a lawyer for Am Yisrael, to say some good words. That's not their fault. He didn't say Elokechem, He said Elokecha. They may say it didn't mean them. How much more so we have to learn from this story, from what God says in these 10 commandments to us in day to day. How much we have to worry and be concerned for Jews that is so far, and as far as they are, we have to be concerned for them. We'll think about them, we'll say a good word for them, and vouch for them, and for sure try to bring them back. Especially the Jews of today, as the Rebbe said, that the lost Jews, they're called lost Jews because they're called Tinok Shenishba. It's not even their fault. How much more so we have to look with the eyes of God towards them and say, let's find a way for them to come back. Not find a way to rebuke them, to say how bad they are, how no good they are. Let's find some positive into them. And let's find a way how we can bring out the positive in them. I have a lot to talk about this, but let's keep it with this thought. Let's learn from the 10 Commandments how God is concerned for a Jew. How God is concerned for somebody that's very far. To Him, far as you are, still close to God. We got to look at it the same thing. Have yourself all a good Shabbos and take that lesson to you.